this section we're going to create a rating bot which will get the reviews from our users, and then it will say or rate our product as good or poor. So let's do that. First of all, we need to import the data we want. So our data is in the CSV format. For the same, we need the pandas. So let's import our data. So let's use the read CSV function. So pandas read CSV function, and the name of the file goes by reviews. So make sure to download that from the resources, put that into Jupyter Notebook Home, and then import that. So let's import the data. Okay, everything's fine, and let's check the data as well. So data, and in here you can see we have a data frame or our CSV data with a review and a rating column. So we have 20 sample reviews from some customers with their reviews and the rating. So now we need to create a model which will get the review as the input, and then it will rate, that will be our output. So you can see we have the reviews in the text format. So how do we teach or learn these to our models? Well, we learned in the end section, that is how to train or teach all computers with text data. So let's practice all of them to create our rating bot. So first of all, let's look at the data as well. So in here you can see we have the product is fairly good, but it has scratches, that is average. Okay, not same as told in the description, poor, it is worth the money, good. So in here likewise we have all of the ratings and their reviews. So in the next lesson, let's create a machine learning model which will be a classifier. Then we'll perform count vectorization on this. Then we'll convert this into TF-IDF, that is term frequency, and inverse document frequency. So if you don't know all of these terms, check the A section, then come to here. Then we'll create our model, that will be our rating bot. Then we'll pass our review, and it will say it is average, poor, or good. So let's import all of them. So import from sklearn dot feature extraction. So feature extraction dot text, import our count vectorizer. So count vectorizer and TF IDF, or their TF IDF transformers. So TF IDF transformer. So okay, and then let's run the cell. So okay, it's sklearn, my mistake, and fine. So in the next lesson, let's feature extract or extract the features from our reviews data, that is the reviews. Then let's also perform the TF-IDF transforming, that is find the term frequencies and inverse document frequencies of them. Then we can feed that numeric data that is extracted from our text data to our machine learning model, which will be our classifier decision tree classifier, and then we can just predict the rating of any review. So let's move on to the data processing, that is feature extraction first of all. So anyhow, first of all, we need to change or divide the data into input and output, or more specifically rating and reviews. So the reviews are the text data, and then the ratings are three things, that is average, poor, or good. So we can leave that at ease. So in here, first of all, let's do that. So we need the reviews first. So let's create a array. So in here, let's have a value x, that is the input from our data. We need the reviews. So reviews, make sure you spell the same label as in the data. So let's run the cell, so it works. Okay, we have the reviews now sliced out from our data set. Now we want to extract features from this, that is from all of the sentences or data in there. So let's create, or let's just comment out, that is we want feature extraction. So we get help. Then let's create a count vectorizer. So vectorizer, count vectorizer, and let's fit this vector with our x. Then we can vec dot transform as well. So transform the x, and let's store this into vecx, and then store that in here, run the cell. Okay, we have extracted the features from our vector x. So let's say we want to look at the vocabulary. So our vector dot vocabulary attributes. So vocabulary and a underscore. So I think I have not spelled it correct. Vocabulary, I always make mistake in this. Okay, so you can see we have something, a lot of words extracted, so that's good. You can see we have the product, fairly good, etc, etc. So let's say we want to see the extracted features. So our vector x dot get feature names and run the cell. I think I spelled something wrong. Get feature names, it's fine. So what's there? Get feature names not found. Get feature names. Okay, I think it will be our vector, so my bad. So it's the vector. So you can see we have all the feature names extracted from our text data or the reviews. Okay, that's fine. Well, we don't need them. And now moving on to the TF-IDF, that is term frequency. So let's TF and IDF extraction from the feature extracted labels or words or tokens. So let's create a TF-IDF transformer. So let's name it TF-IDF. Then our TF-IDF transformer, which we imported from our sklearn feature extraction text, and then let's fit this data with the vector transformed data or the feature extracted ones. So we learned that about in the AI section, so make sure to go through there, then come here if you don't understand what I'm doing. So let's pass in our vecx now and then transform that as well. So TF-IDF dot transform, that is our vec x, and then store that into something, let's say our review. So rev, that's fine, and run the cell as well. So now we have extracted features from our reviews, then also perform TF-IDF transformation, and we have our input ready to create our model. So in the next lesson, let's train our model with this TF-IDF extracted ones, that is the reviews, in the digital format, and then also give the output, that is the rating. So we have not done that, so let's do that as well. That is y will be our data, and that is ratings. So ratings, run the cell. Okay, fine. So now we have the input output ready. So in the next lesson, let's create the model.